North Korea has destroyed roads near the South Korean border, an act that has sent shockwaves through the international community. This action has significantly increased tensions between the two countries, which were already on edge due to previous conflicts and disagreements. The roads were located in the demilitarized zone, or DMZ, a buffer area established to prevent direct military confrontations. These roads were not just infrastructure. They were built as symbols of cooperation and a hopeful future between the two Koreas. The destruction of these roads is a significant setback for peace efforts, undermining years of diplomatic work and trust building. It raises serious concerns about North Korea's intentions and their commitment to peace and stability in the region. The world is watching closely, with international media covering the developments extensively. Many countries have condemned North Korea's actions, calling them provocative and dangerous. The United Nations has stepped in, urging both sides to show restraint and avoid further escalation. They are advocating for dialogue and diplomatic solutions to reduce tensions and prevent any potential conflict. History has shown that dialogue and cooperation are the only paths to lasting peace, and the world hopes that both Koreas will choose this path once again. The destroyed roads were important. They were more than just pathways. They were lifelines connecting the two Koreas. These roads allowed communication and travel between the two Koreas, facilitating not just the movement of people and goods, but also the exchange of ideas and culture. They represented a step towards peace, a tangible sign of the efforts to bridge the divide that has separated families and communities for decades. The destruction of these roads has both practical and symbolic implications. It disrupts vital communication channels and travel routes, but it also damages trust and goodwill. South Korea is deeply concerned about this development. They see this act as a violation of past agreements that were painstakingly negotiated to foster cooperation and reduce tensions. South Korean officials are calling for an explanation from North Korea, seeking clarity and reassurance in these uncertain times. The lack of communication from North Korea is worrying. It creates an atmosphere of uncertainty and suspicion. This situation raises the risk of misunderstandings and miscalculations, which could have serious consequences. The tension could lead to unintended escalation, making the need for dialogue and diplomacy more urgent than ever. The Korean War divided the peninsula, creating a rift that has lasted for decades. It ended in 1953, but no peace treaty was signed, leaving the two Koreas in a state of perpetual tension. The two Koreas are technically still at war, with the demilitarized zone, or DMZ, serving as a stark reminder of this unresolved conflict. Relations have been marked by conflict and distrust, with numerous skirmishes and military standoffs occurring over the years. There have been attempts at peace, such as the inter-Korean summits where leaders from both sides have met and shaken hands, but progress has been fragile and often short-lived. The DMZ is a buffer zone between the two Koreas. It is heavily guarded, with soldiers from both sides standing watch day and night. It is a symbol of the division, a place where the past and present collide, and where the hopes for a peaceful future remain uncertain. The destruction of the roads undermines the DMZ's purpose, making it even more difficult for any potential reconciliation efforts to take place. It is a reminder of the deep divisions that remain, not just between the two governments, but also among the people, many of whom have been separated from their families for generations. The call for reunification continues to echo, but the path to achieving it remains fraught with challenges. Section 4. The world reacts. The international community is worried. They see North Korea's actions as dangerous. The United States has condemned the destruction. They are calling for North Korea to stop its provocations. China and Russia are also concerned. The UN Security Council may discuss the situation. Some countries want to impose more sanctions on North Korea. Others believe that dialogue is the only way forward. Section 5. Uncertain future. The destruction of the roads creates uncertainty. It is unclear what North Korea hopes to achieve. Some analysts believe it is a way to get attention. They think North Korea wants concessions. Others believe it is a sign of internal problems. They think North Korea is trying to distract from its own issues. The situation is volatile. It is difficult to predict what will happen next. Section 6. A fragile peace. The destruction of the roads is a reminder. Peace on the Korean peninsula is fragile. It can easily be broken. The international community must work together. They need to prevent further escalation. Dialogue and diplomacy are essential. The world must find a way to engage with North Korea. Peace requires patience and understanding. It also requires a firm stance against aggression.